everyone, it's Kate from the Fodline. I am back this week with a capsule wardrobe. We haven't done one of these for ages, and I feel like we are in the depths of winter now, although it is actually gloriously sunny and blue skies today, but it is still chilly. So I called it wintering because I feel like we're in the middle of it all. I have picked 8 patterns and I'm going to talk you through each of the patterns that I've picked, and then at the end I will show you how to sort of put them together and style them. We kind of thought this might be a fun thing to do because it gets you thinking about potentially patterns that you already own in a different way, or things that you think, actually, no, I really do like this one, I'm going to get it. So it's kind of like making you think about how it will slot into your wardrobe. So I'm going to get cracking. So first pattern I've got is the Fibre Mood Gabriella Body Warmer. This pattern I think is a great layering piece. It'll be really useful. It'll be useful with things that you already own. So you can see from the line drawing, it's actually a nice simple make. It uses just over a metre of fabric, so it's actually quite a good scrap buster. So it's got these really sweet little tie details at the front. There are patch pockets which you can put on, which are optional. You can make it quilted if you'd like it to, or you could make it, if you didn't want, you can make it out of something else. It probably would actually work in a jersey as well, but I quite like the quilted. It kind of, that feels probably more on trend, and yeah. So what is not to like about this? This also will be great with a little blouse underneath when the weather's a bit warmer. It'll also work really well with a thick jumper underneath, so you can kind of wear it with lots of different things. So that's our little kind of like layering piece that kind of dots around. Then I've picked a really core top. So we've got the Paola turtleneck tee from Named Clothing. I picked this because this is just, I mean, as you will well see, such a useful item for your wardrobe. It's actually one that I've made, and to me this is like the OG of the turtlenecks. This one has been around for a really long time. I think the proportions of it are really great. I've made it myself. No alterations, obviously. I know it's a very simple pattern, but the fit of it is nice as well. It's not too tight, it's sort of in between kind of being loose and tight. So I really love this one. So I think this is our kind of core staple that will go onto lots of different things. Then we have got, it's called the Pattern Scout Cozy Jacket. Now, I'm treating this more as a jumper. I think this is more of a jumper, to be honest, than a jacket. I'm a cold person, so I would definitely wear this with a coat over the top. So I'll show you the line drawing so you can see what's going on. There's a zip up the front, a nice big funnel neck. It's got a kangaroo pocket on the front. You can see from the pictures and the proportions of it, it's cut that it's kind of slightly cropped, which I think will work really well with the other items that I've chosen. I also really love the version that I'm showing you that's made out of a sort of Teddy Borg fleece, which is very much on trend at the moment. Sort of more technical fabrics are very much feeling kind of en vogue. And I just thought this would be a really good, another kind of layering piece, because I'm all about layering at the moment because I'm cold. So next up, I've got a really lovely accessory, which I think will work really fantastically, and it will be really fun for you guys to make. So it's the Matchy Matchy Quilt Scarf Bundle. There are 2 different patterns included in the bundle. If you wanted to get them separately, that's also possible, but I just put them both in because they're really lovely, so you can pick between the 2. So there's a sort of triangular cut quilted scarf or a rectangular cut quilted scarf. I thought this would be really nice if you've never done quilting before. It gets you to try a new skill. No fitting issues with a scarf, let's be honest. And I love the fact that it's quilted. It'll be really cozy and lovely thing to kind of wear around your neck when we're out and about. So that's our sort of nice little accessory. And again, that will kind of go with loads of different things. Outerwear. We have to have a bit of outerwear. And I chose the Merchant & Mills Sandra coat and jacket. I picked this particularly because I liked that it's a really big, oversized, boxy number. The thing I liked about it also, there is a variation to cut it shorter into a jacket. You could make this in a wool. You could make it in some, you know, they've got those lovely quilted cottons. Like the jacket they've got is made in one of their quilted cottons, which if you haven't seen them yet from Merchant & Mills, they make your heart flutter. but it's a lovely shape. The collar on it is beautiful. It's got kind of a vintage feel, and I felt like that would tie in really nicely. So then we've got our bottoms. Usually I have 2 different options for bottoms, but this pattern is so good that actually you only need this pattern. So I've chosen the Maker's Atelier utility pant and skirt. So great. Already from one pattern you've got a skirt and a pair of trousers. There are 2 different variations for the trousers. There's a wide cut leg, or there's a wide cut leg that's got an elasticated ankle, so it kind of comes in at the ankle, which again ties in with everything that's very much on trend at the moment. Slightly technical, bit sporty. It's elasticated waist as well, which means it's going to be really comfy, because I was thinking about, I want to be really comfortable at the moment, so that is great. So there's loads of different options for this, and I'll show you the line drawing so you can see what's going on. There's options to add pockets, and like, it's a really interesting pattern. There's lovely seams down the center front. It's kind of, it looks really understated, and there's kind of more clever things going on. So that's our trouser, our bottoms. Then we've got a blouse. We've got the puff and pencil tie waist blouse and a kind of cone shaped sleeve. I picked this because the top, I wanted to have a nice simple blouse, because we've already got something that's jersey with the turtleneck. I thought this worked really nicely because you can see that there's a channel sewn across the waist. This you can have tied up, or you can leave it so that it is kind of looser, so it kind of, you're able to create 2 silhouettes with one pattern. So this felt quite versatile and useful. I love the shape of this. It's very much on trend at the moment. And again, as I was saying, like sportsy, technical, those kind of tie things make it feel quite kind of on trend. So last but not least, we've got another layering piece because I'm apparently obsessed. It's the Matchy Matchy Sewing Club Maker's Overshirt. I put this in because I thought it was really useful. One being that you can wear it with lots of different things, but 2, and most importantly, that if you make this now, this is going to be tied you through the whole of summer. So I love the idea that you could wear it now with a jumper, and then come spring you're wearing it with a t-shirt underneath. So it is something that you can wear kind of all year round. And I think sometimes people look at these and think, oh, well, I wouldn't make this in the winter. But if you're wearing a polo neck and jumper underneath, or just like a kind of a lightweight knit underneath, it would work really well, and it means that you kind of get more wear out of everything, which is what we're always looking for. So those are the patterns. I'm now going to show you a picture so you can see them all together and how they kind of look as a kind of collection. And then I'm going to talk about, I've got 9 different ways for you to wear them. So I will just show the picture of the patterns together, and it'll give you an idea of kind of styling ideas. So look 1, we've got the turtleneck top with the little gilet over the top. Then we have got, I've gone big on layering for this one, the Maker's Overshirt from Matchy Matchy. I think those 3 items work really well for your top half. And then for the bottom, I thought that the version of the Maker's Atelier trouser with the drawn in ankle would work really nicely proportion wise with all of these. So that is your first look. Second look, we've taken the skirt version from the Maker's Atelier, we've paired it with that beautiful big boxy oversized Merchant & Mills coat, and underneath it I've got the cozy jacket from Pattern Scout. I thought this would look really nice, that sort of high neckline type with the coat over the top. You don't need a scarf for this because you've got kind of your neck protected with this, but I thought those would all look really lovely together. Next up, I have got, again, I've gone big on the layering, look 3. So we've got, for the bottoms, we've got the kind of wide leg version of the trousers. I've paired that with the tie top from Puff and Pencil. In terms of your little jacket, which is almost like, to me, like almost like a cardigan, I have got the Maker's Atelier coat, and then over the top, your beautiful kind of quilted yummy scarf that will just keep you nice and toasty. So I thought those would all work really nicely together. Then we've got, for look 4, we've got the skirt variant with the tie waist blouse from Puff and Pencil. I'm imagining that this is tucked into the skirt. I think it would look quite nice proportion wise. Then over the top you've got the little body warmer from Fibre Mood. this is why I think you would want to have the blouse sort of tucked into the trousers. And then over the top, we've got the really lovely big Merchant & Mills coat. And the great thing about this coat is because it's so boxy, you can literally fit so many things underneath. Right, next we have chosen the trouser that has got the elasticated cuff with the Paolo turtleneck. That two combo is great, with the little body warmer over the top. And then we've got the little jacket version from Merchant & Mills. And I feel like this is a really great kind of cozy outfit. And the great thing is with this is that you can take things off. So if you got really hot, you could take off the body warmer. So it's quite a versatile kind of look. For the next look, we have got the skirt variant with the tie waist blouse from Puff & Pencil. And then I thought I would like that, I imagine that sort of tucked in. Then we've got the lovely cropped zip up top from Pattern Scout in a kind of fleecy fabric. And then over the top of that, we've got a big scarf as well, if you wanted to add that on. Last but definitely not least, we have got for our final look, the Maker's Atelier wide leg version with, I was just imagining that you'd put like a long sleeve top or a t-shirt underneath the Gabriella bodysuit, or even a lightweight knit. Then you'd have the matchy overshirt over the top, and then finished off with the Merchant & Mills coat. So those are all my looks. I hope that was useful. There is also a blog post, I should say, with all of these images on. So if you want to go and have a kind of longer look and think, it's there for you to kind of come back to. But I hope that was useful and kind of gives you a way of thinking differently about your patterns. And yeah, basically a bit of a food for thought this Saturday. So have a lovely rest of your weekend, and we'll see you very soon. Bye.